All right, our presentation today is on unit testing by Phoenix Pina and Jordan Wrights.
So we're going to talk about what unit testing is. Unit testing is the act of testing individual parts of a program separately. To ensure that every part of a program works, the program is broken up into smaller pieces, or units as they're called. And tests that we call unit tests are done to make sure that each component of the whole program works. And doing this ensures that issues are located much easily, since you are able to see which part of the program has the issue, as opposed to seeing the entire program having an issue somewhere.
So, pros and cons. Should I use unit testing? The pros. Developers looking to learn what functionality is provided by a unit and how to use it can look at the unit tests to gain a basic understanding of the unit API. Unit testing allows the programmer to refactor code at a later date, restructuring code without changing its actual function, and make sure the module still works correctly. The procedure is to write test cases for all functions and methods so that whenever a change causes a fault, it can be quickly identified and fixed. Due to the modular nature of the unit testing, we can test parts of the project without waiting for others to be completed.
Now we're going to talk about some cons of unit testing. So one of them is simply that unit testing can't be expected to catch every error in a program. It just isn't possible to evaluate all execution paths, even with the most trivial of programs. And by its very nature, unit testing focuses on a unit of code. Therefore, it can't catch integration errors or large or broad system level errors. And the software developers are the ones who do the unit testing, not a quality assurance team. The problem with this is that the developers of a program may not catch certain issues that a qualified quality assurance team would. Plus, developers have a tendency of having a bias towards the concept that their program functions well even without proper testing.
So here's an example of a unit test. So first, before we can do a test, we need code to test. So right here is a simple function. It adds two integers together and then returns what they are. Returns the result of the two of them added together. Now for a unit test. So this code ensures that 5 and 10 equals 15. If the result of the code that we have before does not return 15, then it'll throw us an error showing that the code does not run properly. Now, this would be done repeated over and over again with different numbers to ensure that in every situation, the program returns the proper number.
So we're going to address the phase of the application lifecycle unit testing is used in. Unit testing is used during the development phase of the application. And this allows developers to avoid bugs that could cause major issues further down the road.
So who does the unit testing? It's pretty straightforward. The developer does the unit testing. Because unit testing provides feedback on whether features are being implemented correctly, it is important and essential that unit tests are performed by the developers all throughout the development process. And here are all of our citations. Thank you very much for watching.